hardcore boxing news, and that's what's up, man.
Hey, Dad. This is Jalil.
And that's what's up, man. Okay, you gonna come on here and just break news just like that, huh?
This is Jalil.
Hey, it's your boy Jay hardcore boxing news. What you got going on, bro? We out of here.
Hey, it's your boy Jay hardcore boxing news, back at it with what's happening in the world of boxing today. Good morning. If you can hear the sound of my voice right now, that is letting me know that God has given you another opportunity to do it one more again. And I'm so glad that I am in the number. And if you're in the building right now, it looks like you have hit that $1 billion plan as well, man. Yes, indeed. I'm so glad that we all are here this morning, man. And we have another day to hang out, man. Another day to hang out. Yes, indeed, man. For sure. But before we go any further, you know what we must do. We must get our morning motivation jumping off. And after we do that, we're going to find out who is hanging out today. So let's get some motivation. Let's get it.
Let me ask you something. When you wake up in the morning, before the world hits you with the bills, the news, the traffic, the noise, what do you say to yourself? See, what you feed your mind before your feet hit the floor, that matters. That shapes your day. That becomes your direction. Because the most important conversation you'll have today is the one you have with the person in the mirror. So I'm going to give you 9 things to tell yourself every morning. Not just words, truths. And if you let them take root, they'll grow something powerful in your life. You opened your eyes this morning. Don't take that lightly. Don't scroll past that like it's ordinary. Don't toss that fact into the bin of routine. Because what you just did, wake up, that's not guaranteed, it's not automatic, it's not owed. Somebody laid their head on a pillow last night and didn't get back up. A father, a daughter, a student with plans, a mother with dreams. Over 150,000 people didn't make it to this sunrise, but you did. You got another shot, another chapter, another breath in your lungs, and maybe your back still hurts. Maybe the bills are still stacked. Maybe you're waking up alone or anxious or tired of carrying something nobody else can see, but you're here. And that alone means the story ain't over. You're still in the game. And that right there is a blessing.
Yes, it is. You are still in the game, and I'm so glad that you are. All right, y'all. It's Friday. Yes, indeed, it is Friday. It is at the end of the week. I ain't gonna lie. This week went too fast. I mean, it zoomed past. Can anybody tell me what happened to Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday? Time went very quick, man. But you know, that's just how it is, man. You can't tell me that 24 hours still exists, man. For some reason, I think we're down to 18-hour days, man. What do y'all think? Well, let's find out who is in the building this morning. First person that says is in the building is Mike Rim. But I don't think so. I think the first person that came in the building, I don't know, my phone is showing Mike Rim, but the first person I seen that was in the building was God damn it, why my mind be doing this to me? Matter of fact, let me see what it shows on the computer. Who's the first person does it show on the computer? But when I was looking at it last night, because I came in here early last night, it was it'll come to me in a minute. But we got Mike Rim say, good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Yes, indeed. It's him. He says, Happy Friday, everybody. Next, we have the Melanin Queen. She said, Good morning, Jay and the Hangout family. Happy Friday. Peace and blessings. Welcome back, Jalil. Okay. Next, we have the Rise podcast. Says, Good morning. Okay. Good morning to All Access International Senior Mint Cobb. Yes, indeedy. Lewis 4500. That's right, Mike Rim. Thank you, sir. That's who was the first person that I seen, Lewis 4500. And that's because I set the show up around 10 o'clock or 10:30 last night, waiting on the rest of that Cowboy game last night, man. So I know I seen Lewis 4500 was the first person that I seen. But when I look on the screen right now, it says Mike Rim. I guess StreamYard is so used to Mike being the first person, it just automatically just makes him first. And rightfully so, because he is always the first one in the building. Okay. Well, that's all we got on the list right now. Next, we're going to speak to the the people we can't see. Right now, let's I'm like, yeah, mine just off right now. Let's speak to the Mighty Warriors. You know who you are. The ones that like to watch. Shout out to the Mighty Warriors, man. And shout out to the peekaboo community. You know who they are, man. The ones that like to watch and peekaboo in on us, man. For sure. Let's hit up with it. Yes, indeed. One more time. Yes, indeed. All right. Okay, look like some more of the family done entered into the building. I see we got Remo. We got Remo in the building, man. Shout out to Remo. He said, I'm lurking in the background. Salute. Okay. You on that peekaboo community? Senior said, I got off at 3 a.m. and on my way right back to it. There you go. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with being on that grind, Jack. You know what I'm saying? Loan me $1. You know what I'm saying? That let me know you getting that do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. You got off at 3, man. You might as well just sat in the parking lot, man, and just took a cat nap and just went straight on in the building, man. Ain't no use of going home. You damn near live there anyway. We got my guy B&M. Boxing News, the legalized drug dealer is in the building, man. He said, what's poppin', dog? He said, what's poppin', dog? Got on his Canelo wear. No, I got my J-way on, brother. For sure. Yes, indeedy, man. But yeah, good to be in the building. Y'all see the topic and title, man. Jalil Hackett versus Elijah Vine. 9/11, man, on a Thursday. Who you got and why? And wow, they have this fight on 9/11. And when we think about 9/11, we think about destruction. And let me tell you something. I think they call this the underdog brawl or something like that. I think it's being brought to you by Turkey Al-Sheikh. But this fight right here, I feel is going to steal the card, y'all. I think this fight is going to steal the call. I mean, lately I've been getting calls, man, more so from people in Philadelphia talking about why did Jalil Hackett and Bernard take this fight, man? I'm like, what do you mean why he took this fight, man? Come on. One thing about cats from DC, we warriors, man. We don't turn nothing down but our collar, Jack, because we don't be walking around like Bammers with them up. You dig? So we keep our collars down. We ain't no Happy Days. We ain't Fonzie. But yeah, man, I like this fight a lot, man. Let me tell you something. I really think you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and tell you who's gonna win this fight right now. You know what I'm saying? So we don't have no so y'all just know who the hell the fans gonna win this one, Jack. The fans are gonna win this fight, Jack. I kid you not, man, because you're gonna be into a treat, man. First of all, it's gonna be Jalil Hackett debut into 154. It's going to be Jalil Hackett introduction to 154, and we're gonna keep it a bean, like they say in Philly, man. You know, when he was fighting at 47, man, he was leaving a lot on the scale. What do you mean he was leaving a lot on the scale, Jay? I feel though he was leaving a lot of power on the scale, you know what I mean, and energy on the scale, because he's a big kid, y'all. He's a big kid. I know how much he walks around there, and I ain't gonna tell you, but yeah, he leaves a lot on the scale, making that 147. But we ain't gotta worry about that no more, man, because now he is going to be fighting at 54, man. So I talked to his daddy the other day. He said, man, this boy eating 4 meals a day right now. So, man, he is doing well, Jack. I can't wait for this particular fight because it's going to be amazing. And I'm going to tell you, he's looking good. This is a recent picture, man. Yeah. Look. They say he posed like a kid. You know, when you tell your kid, hey, take a picture. he giving the little kid pose right there, man. But let me tell you something. Ain't nothing kid about this guy here, man. He's 22 years old. Yeah, he young, but he a big joker, man. And he gonna be fighting at 54. And look, abs already. Matter of fact, I think right here, this was at 159. Yeah, 159. I heard that the camp has been good and everything. Looking good. They fighting next week, and he's already at $159. So it's cruising down the rest of the road, man. I just feel though that we gonna have a good smash down, baby. A good smash down. As y'all know, man, he just coming off an injury. He had he had thought that he had rolled his ankle, man, but find out it was actually dislocated, man. So it took a little bit longer to actually get that ligament, Jack. But from my understanding, he is ready and been punching on the people in sparring, Jack. Yeah. Word on the street, been putting some big guys down, Jack. Yeah, I ain't gonna talk too much because what happens in camp stays in camp. But my understanding is he punching on some folks, man. He punching on some folks, man, and sending them home ski. So yeah, man, and let me tell you something. The guy that he is fighting ain't no hoe either. Elijah Vine can rumble, man. He can rumble. You know what I mean? He's a slick fighter, and he can punch. He's 8-0 with 7 KOs, man. Yeah. I think the last cat, I think was the guy named Hart, who did go the distance, but Vine still won that fight by unanimous decision as well. Let me tell you something, man. We are in for a doozy, man. We are in for a doozy, man, on this one, man. DC will be in the building, man. They fighting in lost wages, y'all. Yeah. They fighting in lost wages, man. Okay, I see one of my little big homies in the building. D for the win is in the building. C Wood, what's good, is in the building. What's up, fellas? Man, what do y'all thought about that? Let's sidebar real quick. What y'all thought about that game last night, man? What do y'all thought about that game last night, man? Cowboys putting that thing on Philly a little bit. I mean, Philly is world champs now. We came in there rumbling, man. They even had to call in on the guard. They had to call in on the football gods, man, and have a weather break. had a 64-minute break for them to get right, man. A 64-minute break, man. And I don't know what was going on with CD. Man, come on, man. How you drop threesies, man? The rule was always if it touch your hand, you're supposed to catch it, man. But it is what it is. But I ain't gonna lie. I like what I seen last night. I like what I seen. You did. We was in Philly. You know what I mean? And hey, I like what I see, man. I didn't like the spatterment yesterday when the man spit on Dak, man. But you know what? I like how Dak handled it, man. Yo, didn't even flinch, didn't when he spit on him, he didn't even look down and see the spatterment at all, man. Didn't even at all, man. I like that, man. Because you know, me or you or anybody, we would have had a half a fit. We would have had a half a fit, man. That was a big old joker that spit on him. So he did right. He did right, man. But man, let me tell you something, man. I like what I seen yesterday. Yeah, I like what I seen, man. I'm mad that we ain't got my mans, man. They sent him to Green Bay, but it's okay. It's okay, man. We gonna be all right. We gonna be all right. Yes, indeedy, man. Shador will be at Cowboy by November. Okay. He said, D for the win said, where was the old line at? Oh, no. I like what I seen, though, yesterday, man. I ain't going to lie. You know what I mean? It's been a while since I caught a first game. You know what I'm saying? But I made it my business, to catch that first game, man. I did. I kicked back. You know what I'm saying? Changed what I normally eat for snacks and stuff. Like I'm trying to eat a little bit. No, I'm not trying. I'm eating better now, man. My body is just responding a little bit different to food now, man. I just can't just eat whatever I want anymore, man, because the body be like, So yesterday, for snacks, man, I had some peanuts, man. I ate peanuts for snack while I was watching the game, man. I had got some peanuts from Five Guys. You know how they be giving you peanuts, man. So I just filled a bag up of them. So yeah, man, peanuts and water, man. So yeah, I'm trying to eat, not trying. I'm going to be eating more cleaner, man, and so I can be around longer, Jack. You know what I'm saying? For sure, man. And as you get older, man, we got to get smarter, man. You know, we just can't do all the things we used to do when we were young. You know what I mean? And y'all been getting down on me about how I eat and this, that, and the third. And it ain't like I'm going to be making a big drastic change. So don't be, you know, every time I post a meal or something, I don't want to be hearing all y'all miles and this, that, and other being in boxing news. But I do appreciate you, dude. For sure, man. But yeah, just trying to eat a little bit more cleaner. Not try. I got to stop using that word trying. I'm going to be eating a little bit cleaner these days, man. Eating a little bit cleaner. And I'm going to get off of this insulin, man, because y'all know I'm a diabetic as well, man. I'm going to get off this insulin, man, because I know eventually it's going to be messing with my kidneys, man. And I don't want to end up in dialysis or anything like that, man. So I'm going to do everything I have to do to get off of these insulin, man. I'm gonna get off of it, man. You dig? So yeah, I will be eating more cleaner, man. I got to get off that sugar, man. I got to detox off of sugar because, as y'all know, man, I stopped drinking, so I haven't been drinking now. It's been 2 months and a little bit, 2 months and some change now. But I then substitute alcohol with sugar now, man. Man, I'm talking about what's them ice cream sandwiches and ice cream bars and Frito-Lays, man. And oh yeah, man. So I definitely got to get better on that. I definitely have to get that. I'm getting injection, Seawood. I've been injecting for a minute now, man. Yeah, I remember when I used to see my uncle shoot a needle in his stomach, man. And I was like, man, ain't no way I'll ever be able to do that. then they told me that I would have to do that, man. So you'd be amazed at what you'll do when you're trying to live. But I really feel though that at this point in life I can control with diet. So I'm really gonna make it intentional to not have to take this insulin. Now I'm not gonna just straight shut myself off of insulin, but if certain things I know just do me bad. White bread does me bad. Rice does me bad. Starches do me bad, man. I just wanted to be a little bit with moderation with the starch, like the potatoes and stuff like that, man. Those things do me bad. It spikes my sugar level high as hell, man. I'm getting exercise that I need. I get that from dashing. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I'm just gonna and anybody else, man, if you know you got these illnesses and we're getting older, man, we have to get smarter. We have to get smarter. And y'all know I'm very transparent, man. So, let's get this community of just eating better and being better. Seawood said brown and long grain wild rice. Okay. I'm gonna try to do that, man. No, I'm going to do that. Senior said, "Oh yeah, Jay, they took me off insulin. My numbers lowest they ever been since diagnosed." Okay. But now, Senior, I know you got that gigabox on you, right? Doesn't that give you insulin? Even though you're trying to blame my edibles for your numbers being low, Jack. Hey, I don't think y'all know, man, but Senior has really did a big changement, man. See, y'all know little Senior. Y'all don't know big Senior. No, just the monitor. The monitor doesn't give you insulin, though. I thought that I don't know. But yeah, man, I thought if your sugar high, it gives you insulin. I thought that's what those monitors was about. But yeah, man, it's definitely about what you eat, man. We gotta, as we get older, man, we gotta get smarter. We gotta get smart. Oh, but what I was talking about, little Senior and big Senior used to be 500 pounds, y'all. I just want to let y'all know, man. The dude used to be 500 pounds, and now he down to probably about 220. Something like that. But yeah, he used to be 500 pounds, y'all, man, and everything. He said, "There you go, telling my business." And I said, "The one I have is just a monitor." Okay, look at him. He writing all in capital letters like he's screaming at me, man. Ain't nobody scared of you. You ain't 500 pounds no more. He said, now I'm Luther. Hey, you said it, Jack. A house is not a home, even when there's no one sitting there but gloom. But a room is still a See, Wood said, yeah, the pancreas controls the insulin and the glucose spikes because of issues. Okay, yeah. I forgot that you in that healthcare community, man. I'm gonna have to start hitting you up more, getting some freebies, getting some free information, man. Yes, indeed. One thing about the hangout, man, we got so many professionals up in here. We got being in boxing news, man, which is a pharmacist. You dig? And C Wood, what branch do you do, brother? I know that you're in the healthcare. I'm not exactly sure what you do, but I know you are also in healthcare. But I also know that you file with that photography as well. He said, anytime you got my number, my man, I appreciate that. I appreciate that, man. But yeah, man, how's everybody doing? Fine and okay, therapist. Okay, cool. That's what's up, man. Yes, it did. One thing about the hangout, man, we got a little bit of everything in here, man. We got all types of peeps up in here, man, and we all family, we all cool, we all chilling, and we be doing our thing. But I'm from a long line of diabetics. Okay, me too, man. Me too. My granddad, he died of diabetes, man. He even end up becoming legally blind because of diabetes, man. So it definitely runs Remo, you ain't got no job, so don't even go there, brother. You know, and Remo is the Tommy of the community, y'all. Remo is the Tommy of the community. You ain't got no job, man. You trust fund baby. But yeah, man. Shout out to everybody. Hey, Mama Do, where are you at, Mama Do? I ain't seen you in a minute. Where you at? I seen Papa Do, but I haven't seen Mama Do. So you ain't in here today. I'm definitely going to be hitting your pocket communicator today to make sure you are all right. Yes, indeed, man. But yeah, man, hope everybody's well, man. Anybody doing anything special this weekend? Anything special this weekend? Anybody getting married this weekend? Anybody going out of town? Anybody vacationing? Ooh, anybody got anything going on? Melanie Queen, I know what y'all gonna be doing this weekend. Sitting on the front porch, stop. watching hummingbirds, man. Watching hummingbirds, man. But yeah, man, what's been going on, man? Hey, y'all know I like funny things, man. Watch your mouth, not funny thing. But I seen this, man. Y'all probably seen it as well. I'm gonna play this video. Y'all tell me what's going on in this video, man. Y'all explain to me what's going on in this video. Let me see. Do I have it? Let me see. Hey, well, check this out. Y'all tell me what's going on here, y'all. I'm gonna play it for you one more time. Y'all explain to me what's going on here. Yo, and did y'all see Hakeem Rockman face? Hakeem Rockman Jr.? Yo, I mean, I don't get this, man. I mean, it ain't like she knew the cameras were on her or anything. This girl pull out a foot-long hot dog out of her mouth and pass it to her man, Jack. Somebody explain to Remo said she's auditioning. C. Wood said nastiness to the maximum. But did y'all see how Hakeem Rockman Jr. face? He was like, seems like his and her glizzy gobblers. Yo, the things that go on at a fight, man, I have no understanding of what in the hell was going on just now, man. Can anybody explain to me what was going on just now? Because I got no clue in it, man. I got no. Yo, was that some type of voodooism, man? Putting her slob on him to, you know, I don't know, man. And I don't get it. I don't get it. Maybe y'all got some understanding of it. I have none. But I tell you what, let's get a little station break real quick, y'all. Let's get a station.
It's time for a station break, y'all. So grab that cup of coffee. Take you a sip. Smell that aroma. Now back to the show.
Alan Johnson, what's up, baby boy? I see you in the building. Good to see you, my brother. For sure. Yes, he said germ factories. For sure, man. Well, I don't know, man. I didn't get that one at all. Hakeem Rockman Jr. was like, oh no. Senior said look like something Remo be into. Oh no. Why? Hey, Senior, why you starting stuff early in the morning? You know Remo gonna pay you no mind. Hey man, but yeah, man, a lot of things going down in the world of boxing, man. The one thing that just came out yesterday, man, was this. Let me see, can I find it? Did it? Let me wait a minute. Wait a minute, Steve. I look like I'm missing some stuff, but that's okay. That's okay. This right here, man. Let me see if I can pull it up on my screen. I thought I had it already in my filement. Uh, it came out yesterday, and I know a lot of you all already seen it, man. But come on, Jay, what you doing? What you got going on, man? This right here, man. Let me see. Did it? Hold on. Hold it. I got the best ham job ever this morning. Oh my goodness, man. Senior, come on, man. Here you go, right here, y'all. Here we go, right here. I think. Hold on. Here we go, right here. Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather signed for a 2026 showdown in historic boxing event, y'all. And we already know what it's all about, man. It's about that money, man, and that do re mi fa sol la ti. At this point, man, we all know that it's, you know, when fighters finish, man, they started doing a lot of exhibition type stuff, man. They started doing a lot of exhibition stuff, man. But let me check you out something. He says, Senior, you mad at my unique lifestyle. Unique lifestyle. So, okay. Hey, check this out, y'all. Check this out. You're like, check this out. Check what out, Jay? I don't know. My machine is moving slow. Hey, y'all play nice now in the hangout. Y'all play nice, okay? All right. Now, recently, Jake Paul came out and said something, man. He said this. Let me see. I don't know if I can see that. Y'all probably can't see it, but I'm gonna read it out to y'all what it said. Jake Paul gets embarrassed after Mike Tyson finally releases a secret about their fight. The YouTube boxer Jake Paul tweeted earlier that day and said, I am now officially the best boxer in the world, and no one can tell me anything. I only have one defeat and 12 wins, which includes the great Mike Tyson. People thought he would beat me too, but I completely beat his ass, and now people are quiet, and they can't even give me anyone to fight. Mike Tyson saw his tweet and replied with STU. I think that's like shut up. You gave me an extra 10 million so that I lose the fight. So stop acting like you won the fight. You treated the fight like one of your YouTube videos. Ooh. Wowzies. Let's drop that. Man. I mean, we all knew, man, because Mike was definitely he was pulling back big time, Jack. It was not like he was engaging in everything. But then it makes me ask you this question. All right, come on, let's address the elephant in the room. If he gave Mike 10 million, how much is he giving Tank? Not to say that Tank is taking it, but people have been saying for a while that all this stuff is staged. Do you think that he's paying Tank as well? And do you think Tank would lower himself to this? I don't think he would. And I'm gonna be honest. I think Tank a hood ninja as well. So I think Tank would tell him, yeah, take the money and still flatten his ass. Take the money and still flatten him. I think that's what I would do, Jack. You know what I'm saying? I would take the money and then flatten them, Jack. For sure. What, you gonna take me to court? take me to court. What you gonna say in court? The fight was staged? Nah, Jack. Yeah, no sirree, Bob. Mike Rim say, hell no. Part 2. I'm not watching that. Okay. I ain't gonna say I ain't gonna watch it. I am gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it. But you got a 47 or 48-year-old Floyd Mayweather that keeps himself in immaculate shape, don't smoke, don't drink, gym rat, going against a 59-year-old smokestack Mike Tyson that smokes every single day, man, smokes big weed, you know what I'm saying? 59 years old, bad knees and all, man. Come on now. Come on, man. This is definitely a cash grab, Jack. And it's not on Netflix, y'all. This is pay for poop. Yeah, this is pay for poop. And trust me, the casuals are going to eat it up, man. The casuals are going to eat it up. Don't think that they are not going to get paid. Don't think they're not going to. Hold on. Sorry. The delay screwed us up. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. Y'all know I can't chew bubblegum and talk. I just can't. Okay. Almost finished, y'all. All right. Bam. Okay. All right. Yeah, man. What were we talking about? I just totally forgot, man. Yeah. So, come on now. Mayweather, it's trust me, this is scheduled for Mayweather to win because Mayweather don't lose, y'all. Mayweather don't lose, and Mike Tyson is for hire. It is what it is, man. So it is what it is. He said this is going to be Floyd's first failed pay-per-view. Expect the worst numbers. I think they still do 1 million pay-per-views. Somehow, and that's collectively over the world now. I don't think it's going to be 1 million pay-per-views in the United States. It'll be 1 million pay-per-views collectively all over the world because, they keep that separate, y'all. They keep that separate. You dig? So, yeah, man, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. All right, what else we got going on, man? Find out what else we got happening in this world of boxing today, man. Let me see. Hold on, look like I'm missing some stuff, yo. Look like I'm missing some stuff. I don't know. Look what I got right here. The ring's number one lightweight is Shakur Stevenson, throne built on a foundation of subpar opposition. You know what? I don't like stuff like this, y'all. I don't like stuff like this. A lot of people have turned down Shakur. Shakur gets a bad rap, okay? They've always said he's high risk, low reward, okay? So, if you want to say subpar opposition, is because people don't want to fight him because people don't want to lose, okay? Him being number one in the lightweight, I think the top three, either one of them could be number one in the lightweight, okay? Any one of them can be top number one in the any given day. Because I really don't feel, though, that when it comes to skills, one is overlapping the other. One is they just, what separates them all is the power, and Tank got that. Tank got the power, man. Simple as that, which Coach Kenny said is the equalizer. You did, But if the power doesn't work like it didn't when he fought Lamont, you get a draw. Because that's how equally talented they are. I'm just keeping it a being with y'all, man. You dig? But, y'all have a right for y'all opinionation as well. You dig? This is the hangout. So everybody has a right to their opinion. Speaking of opinions, Tim Bradley says history repeats itself in Crawford versus Canelo. And he was talking about a fight, a heavyweight fight. And I think it was it Joe Louis? It was Joe Louis, and I think it was a guy named Willard. You know what I mean? And the guy Willard he was real huge, man, if I'm not mistaken. And Joe Louis ended up winning this fight, man. But I really feel though that this is a terrible analogy for, first of all, both guys were young in age, man. So where this is not the situation right now. You got a 35-year-old and we got a 38-year-old. You did. I think the only difference, thing that was close to the same is that Joe Louis was fighting somebody that was way heavier than. I think this guy might have been around 245, 250. Joe Louis might have been in like 220, something like that, if I'm not mistaken. But, I think at this point, Tim Bradley just wants to stay relevant, man. He just wants to stay relevant. So he just be having stuff to say, man. That's all I got to say about that, man. What we got next, man? Hamza Saraz says he will be ringside for the Canelo Crawford fight and waits the winner. Okay. All right. Well, I like Shiraz, man. I like him a lot, Jack. So if Canelo wins, yeah. If Crawford wins, I ain't got Crawford fighting no more, to be honest, man. I think it's over with. Win, lose, or draw, I think Crawford is over with after this fight, man. I think he's done with it. Speaking of somebody being done, Anthony Joshua, next fight, early 2026. Return date is they're talking about Tyson Fury showdown and still in play. But listen here, y'all, before we go any further, man, I'm gonna bring in some special guests, y'all. Is that cool? Y'all mind if we bring in a special guest? Let's see who the mystery guest is in the hangout. Yo!
What up, hardcore?
What it do? What it is, man? What it shall be? How y'all fellas doing today?
Doing good, man. Can't complain. Good, my brother.
Ain't no use to complain with the hand y'all possess, man, for sure. The topic entitled today is Jalil Hackett versus Elijah Vine, man. And there's a lot of people been talking about this fight, man. First of all, Jalil, congratulations, man. I say congratulations for going up to 154, man. I feel though that it's going to make a big difference, man, because you're not leaving stuff on the scale. So I'm definitely looking forward to your debut at 154, my brother. How is it was the ankle, correct?
Yes, sir.
It was what was dislocated?
Yeah.
Cool. So how camp been?
It's been great. We had a good camp. We getting a lot of good work in. Preparing ourselves for this fight. And we had a hell of a last camp, but like you said, it didn't end well. Day before the weigh-in, we got injured. But yeah, no, we just ready to get back out there.
Question, man. When something like that happened, man, how did you handle that mentally?
It was tough, but I gotta thank the support system I got around me. Kept me in good spirits, and let me know that we want you to be your best self before you get back in the ring. So, I really credit our recovery physically and mentally to the team around me.
Wow, man. Yeah, I remember when I first seen that. I'm like, ain't no way, man, because we was definitely looking forward to that rematch, man. And then that happened. I was like, Wow, man. But the recovery is well and everything. Are you still running like you used to? Because I remember you was doing hella running, man.
Yeah, yeah, still getting my miles in, still getting my miles. I feel like that's an important part of, being an athlete, let alone being a boxer. Making sure you're in shape to do the sport that you're doing, and I take pride in it.
Yeah, for sure, man. Because one thing about you, don't you run with a marathon team or something?
Yeah, I used to run with guys who train for marathons, guys who train for half marathons and long distance running in general. So, they really helped me with my breathing and form, stuff like that to make it where I can run longer distances.
Mm. And 154, man. How's that feeling to you now? Do you feel more energetic or?
Yes, sir. I feel stronger, feel stronger, more energetic, um, more enthusiastic about it. That 7 pounds make a huge difference. So yeah, I'm more than excited to show y'all the new version of me at 154.
Ooh, eating more?
Yeah, yeah, we were. My bad. It's top of the morning. It's top of the morning. I'm sorry. We were eating at 147. So
Uh-huh.
most of the time, my dad always say, when a guy grow out of weight class, he don't grow out of by pounds. He grow out of by ounces. And it was time to be 47 a while ago, but I had goals in mind at the weight I wanted to accomplish. Feel like I forced it on the back end as far as trying to make the weight. But that was the weight I turned pro at. When I turned pro, I was 17. Still have a kid body, kid metabolism. So
Mm.
it was a little bit easier, man. Getting older, bigger, became tough to make the weight. So it's time to move up.
So you would agree that you you were actually leaving like strength and everything on the scale as well.
Yes, I can agree. I can
So that's
agree.
that's a real thing. Okay, cool, 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 cool. Man, I've been getting calls, man, and respectfully from people from Philadelphia, man. Like, Jay, man, what's up with your mans and them? Why they taking this fight, this, that, and the third? I'm like, man, first of all, we from DC, man. We don't turn nothing down but our college at. So why wouldn't he want to take this fight? You know what I'm saying? But I want you to tell him why. I can only think what I say, but you tell us why you take this fight, brother.
First of all, if you know boxing and you did your research, this is a situation where it might realistically be vice versa, where they looking at him asking him why
Mm,
did he take the fight. And
mm,
if I'm him, I'm taking the fight because there's a big opportunity to get a win over a highly touted guy. You know, um, I'm in a situation right now in my career where I'm supposed to be dominating at this level that we fight. Um, not too long ago, they were talking about me, potentially fighting for a world title in the next couple fights. So we're moving up. We had a new weight, but you know, no slight to him, but I don't think he's been on this level that I've been on.
mm, mm, mm. Yeah, man. I had one person call me. They was like, well, he's a slick boxer. We feel though that, Jalil's, he's young. He shouldn't be taking a fight like that. Why would his dad let him do this, that, and the third? But these days it seems like, man, nobody want to fight anymore, man. And I hate to see that because I come from a era where everybody fought. You know what I mean? To prove who was the baddest, man. And why do you think I'm gonna be honest. Why are they soft like this now?
If it's taking that, oh, a lot of guys
Mm,
taking that, oh, now. So it's starting to die down in that opinion. Guys being scared to fight. But I feel like the main reason is dudes scared to lose that oh, they feel like once they lose that on their record, they lose all credibility in sport, which it isn't true, but they,
okay, you lost your O. How did you handle it? How did you deal with it mentally and everything?
My first thought after I lost was we got to get back in the ring with this guy. So, and but now we're in a situation where it's like, all right, we got a new weight. Let's go be that same dominant person we were at 47. Let's go be that same
Mm-hmm.
dominant guy. People.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And I ask you that, man, so more people can understand, man. It ain't the end of the world, man. Some of the best fighters in the world have lost fights, man. It's about, to be honest, it's about what you do afterwards, man. That
Yeah, I
count.
agree. I agree. How you bounce back from adversity.
Right. It shows what's inside of you, and it allows you to know, because sometimes people don't know what's inside of them until they meet that adversity, man. You know what I mean? You got to have those inner conversations with yourself, because our mind will play tricks on us and say stuff to us, you know what I mean? But we got to speak back to our mind, hey, that ain't true, man. So I like this fight. I like it a lot. And I was speaking on it earlier, man, saying that I feel though that this fight is going to steal the whole card, man. I feel though that this is going to be a fight, and it's on 9/11. You know what I mean? The day of destruction, man. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what we're going to see that day. We're going to see destruction, man. And it's on a platform that can really take you up very high, man. Would you agree?
Yeah, no, I agree. I definitely agree. I feel like we had a point where every fight is a big fight for us. Now, I always, from the start of my career, I never looked past anybody. But this right here is a very pivotal fight in my career. So, I've been taking this fight very serious, as I've taken all my fights before. But, you know, um, anybody who's been following me, anybody who knows me, anybody who's seen me do any type of interview, I'm straight to the point with this sport. You know, good, fight people that's good. Fight the best. If you're not good, you need to find out that you're not good so you can go through something else to time.
Mm, mm. I've always, ever since I first met you, man, I've always said that you're very mature, man. And you're 22 years old, man. And I like how you and your pops have been moving, man. And I'm looking forward just seeing great things. And I call myself being part of Team Hackett, man. You know what I'm saying? So when y'all win, I win, man. That's how I look at it, Jack, for sure. Hey, Pops, I know you got a lot
And
to say, man. Everybody been talking, man. Why you take this fight?
I think it's a good fight. The opportunity to fight on a historic weekend card. That's Canelo versus Bud Crawford. That's one. Uh, Number two, the boxing eyes will be on Las Vegas
Mm,
all of next weekend. Uh, the Turk has given the opportunity to potentially change the trajectory of Jalil's career, and
mm,
I'm seeing the focus level on him at this weight in a different manner. It's not we get to the point where we are just worried about the weight. We didn't have that fight this time. Before we've had the fight with the scale, but now it wasn't the fight with the scale. It was preparing to fight with the opponent, and that was the fight that we always look for. Uh, I don't know if people a lot of times just say things, or people research what they say. But if you well, Jalil's career. Uh, he took one fight on short notice when Tank basically threw him on his card in DC,
mm,
and he fought that fight. That fight was fought at 157, and he got a knockout. I think it was a second round knockout. Uh, he fought on the GTD card in Baltimore at 157, got a third round knockout. So
mm.
if he's comfortable at 54, I think people don't realize that he's comfortable at 54. And if you go back and look at both of those fights, he was still the bigger at 54. He's just a naturally big guy. And I think as the time has gone by and he's starting to mature into his adult body, they're gonna see like he's not small. I think everybody that you interviewed that sparred with him or that's fought with him, they always tell you he not the same size guy when he get in the ring.
At all. I remember what you call him told me, the cat in Philly. He said, man, I don't know how he makes weight. He said he got to cut a leg off or something.
Yeah, he's big. He's strong. I think career wise, not just the aspect of being a pro and fighting, but the aspect of preparing since the age of basically 16. People don't remember he stopped amateur boxing at 16 and took one entire year where all we did was go spar with pros, and not to knock anybody, not the neighborhood pros. We actually went out of town multiple times to Vegas, to LA, and spar with world rated guys, top quality guys. So it's not like this isn't new to him. We had a conversation with one person that wanted to talk to us about a fight, about the same fight. And, I think we made a good point. When you talk about where you are in your career, Elijah Vines is a good young fighter. He's working hard, but he has not once been in the ring with one single guy as a pro that is a quality guy. Not to knock his record, they moved him the way they can move him, but he just hasn't been in there with that level of guy on any level of stage. When you think about comparisons, when they call you from Philly, they got to ask the logical question. Do they think that the Elijah Vines is better than Pete Dobson? I wouldn't say he is. Pete Dobson has been in there with Conor Ben, went the distance, been in there with Jalil, went the distance. He's been in there with quality guys. He's been a regular sparring partner for Richardson Hitchens, who is now a world champion. When I look at that, when I think about the different pros that have brought Jalil in camp to help prepare them for world title fights, he been in world title camps since he was 15 years old with Gervonta Davis. He's been in world title camps with the likes of Gary Russell Jr. He's been in world title camps with Jerron Ennis several times. He might have more rounds with Jerron than any other person that has sparred with him to get ready for camp. To get ready for fights. When you think about the calls he's got and the calls that people have told you, we helped get Louis Urge ready when he was getting ready for the Jared Hurd fight. They flew us out to Vegas to help for that. So I think when you put it on an experience level, and then when you also take into the account, he was kind of bred for this, if you want to say it like that. He's been in the spotlight since he was a teenager, from being young with U.S. team, being young, training at the Mayweather gym, being young when Floyd kind of said, hey, this is the guy that I'm going to get behind. So this isn't new light for him. You can have, I think Elijah Vines might be a 30-point scorer in the G League. But when they call him up to the NBA, that average drops to 5 because you're on the big stage now. I think he's going to bring his best to the table. I don't doubt it because this is the big fight for him. I think the young man has been training hard. But I think when we get there, the fight don't start until you face each other eye to eye. So the first time you get that face eye to eye, you kind of make the monster real. When Pete and Jalil finally got face to face.
Oh my goodness, I was there, man. He grabbed that boy by his neck, man.
Yeah, the monster became real. The monster became real. And at that point, everything changes. When you get to look at it face to face, when you got to look the lion in the eye, knowing that he gonna bite you, do you think about biting back or do you think about surviving?
Man, you all are going into, I call the glam division at this point, man. 154. If they make the fights like they supposed to, man, you all are in an amazing division, and a win would just catapult you all into a lot of lovely fights, man. Is it pressure on you all?
I feel like it's always been pressure. Like my dad said, I've been in the limelight since I was 15. It wasn't, the conversation was never if I would win a world title. It's when and how long he'll hold it and how many he'll get. It's never been a question about, little things like that. So it's like, yeah, the pressure's on. The pressure only gets higher and higher. Just reiterating what Bernard said. You know, this is the biggest fight he's ever been in. He's never been on the stage like this. You know,
Mhm.
it's just it's this honestly one of those situations where I'm not mad, but I'm a little bit thrown off that we won't have a whole fight week like we used to have it because I want to see how he would react to it. Because like I said, he's never been a part of anything like that. So some guys, they get starstruck. Some guys get caught up in them lights. They become a dead headlight. You
Mm.
know, it-
Sound like we got. I can't hear you. I think we just got a little. We got some little turbulence right now. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all still hear me? Cause y'all are stuck right now. Whereas they get that together, man. As I was saying, man, this particular fight, man, is definitely going to be an amazing event. It's happening on 9/11. That's definitely a day for destruction, man. I feel though that this is going to be the fight that everybody's going to have their eyes on. I don't even is this fight on? Are you able to bet on this fight? Do y'all know?
not that I know of, not that I know of, but anybody tuned into the fight, y'all can catch the fight live on the zone. September 11th, like you said, we at the Fountain Blue in Las Vegas, and we're gonna give y'all a hell of a show.
Man, I can't wait, man. And that's going to be on this is a Thursday, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I know that Turkey has started his own promotional company, and the way he wants to develop his promotional company is guys like you. You know what I mean? Up and coming guys that are making a name for themselves. But I know you all are with Eddie. How does that work?
We take the fights as they come to us. Our team gets together when things are brought to the table. The team makes the decision, and then that's what we go with. Whether it's with Eddie and Matchroom, which we're glad to work with them, or
Mm-hmm.
whether it's with the Turk and his team. And I think when it comes to this, if you've been watching what the Turk and his team have done over the time they've been in boxing, they've worked with every promoter.
Yeah.
It's not, you don't pick a promoter and say, "Hey, I want to see these fights." And if the fights make sense, and it seems like if the fight makes sense to the fighter,
Mm.
I think that's the biggest part that I think with the Turk. If the fight makes sense to the fighter, then the fighter can take the fight. If he owes whatever obligations to his promoter, you're supposed to pay your promoter. They do their job to promote you. They
Mm-hmm.
do their job to get the opportunities. But at the end of the day, the fighter has to look out for his family. The opportunity is there, then they take it. I always tell people I look back at when Richardson Hitchens won his title, and he said, "Hey, I'm a free agent." I think the Turk turned around and said, "Hey, we working with you if you were matching." So it's not a pick of choice. It's we're gonna do what's best for Jalil's career. If he becomes a megastar and he's his own promoter, great. If he's a guy that has a great career but he's with the promoter, that too is great. We're just looking to get him in the best situation for him to have the best financial prosperity.
Okay, great. Now you know what? I want to get you. I want to pick your minds real quick because 2 days after your fight, one of the biggest fights of this year is going to be happening. Canelo versus Crawford, man. And I'd like to get pick your minds on that fight. What do you think about that fight? Asking you first, Jalil.
Um, my predictions for the fight, I honestly think Bud will win either a great boxing match or it'll kind of be a rerun of him and Earl Spence. I feel like Bud's a very versatile fighter. You
Mm-hmm.
know, he can do almost anything in the ring. If you want to bang, he can bang. You want to box, he can box. He can counter punch. He got a good jab. He got good defense. So there's not really too much he can't do in the ring. And he always will figure out a way to win. You know how they say, winners win. Some guys just know how to win.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's one of those guys.
Have you been in the ring with Bud?
No.
Okay. Okay. All right, Bernard, talk
Yeah,
to me.
sir.
Canelo's your
Um,
guy, ain't
you know it. Canelo
it?
always my guy. You know, I've liked Canelo since the beginning because he always been one that want to fight any and everybody. He's willing to fight. I think when people say now he don't want to fight, I say, man, the man has done so much in this sport that he deserves the ability to pick the best fights. And the best fights for him are still high quality guys. So, you know, hey, he's done this part. Uh this time I gotta go against my guy, Bud Crawford. I think Bud Crawford has, when you look at the fights from an open perspective, I think Floyd Mayweather and Islande Lara, to me, gave him the best and the competition level that he had at his maximum prime. They were able to outbox him, and they had enough power to make him be respectful.
Mm,
Now, when you look at Bud Crawford, I think Bud Crawford can do everything except for he adds the dimension of being able to be a perfect switch hitter. You know, he's the guy that hit 250 home runs from the right side, then he hit 250 home runs from the left side. And so he brings his power with either hand. I don't think he has to get a knockout. He just has to keep it so respectable to where Canelo's willing to keep it at a boxer's distance. I do think if he puts his shots together the way that I've seen him put them together in the past, we could potentially see Canelo get knocked out.
whoa. Wow. 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 Yeah, I heard that first here. Boy, if it happens, man, you look like a genius.
Hey, I'm just looking at what each person not only brings to the table, but I'm also looking at the consistency of their teams.
Hmm.
These are guys who bounce around trainers who, you know, hey, I'm gonna lead this guy for one fight. You know, their teams have been with them so long where they act as one. So it's not Canelo versus Crawford, it's Team Canelo versus Team Crawford. You know, both of them have coaches who know how to put game plans together to win. They've done it numerous times. Neither one of them, if you think about it, they neither one of them have gotten, you know, loud, boisterous rock because they understand their job. A lot of times you get a guy that go into a big fight and you get a coach that's screaming louder than the fighter. He's caught up in the moment. They
Hmm.
don't get caught up in the moment. To them, it's like another day in the boardroom.
Mm, mm. All right, everybody's been talking about the weight disparity and anything. How much do you think that's going to play factor of Bud coming up those weight classes?
I don't think it plays a big factor in the sense of these guys have fought the best in the world. We're not talking about guys who only fought mediocre level competition and making a jump. They fought the best in the world. They have some of the best teams when it comes to making your weight, rehydration. I think that the guy who sticks to himself the most is the one that will come out on top. I listened to Charlo say, "For that fight, I bulked up, and that was a bad idea."
Mm-hmm.
So he didn't stick to being who he is. He tried to conform to make himself better than Canelo. I think Bud is going to stick to who he is. You know, I think Floyd said it best many years ago. If I make 154 and I come into the fight night 158 and I feel my best, I'm comfortable with that.
Mm-hmm.
Size doesn't always equal an advantage. Sometimes size can be a disadvantage.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, I love this fight, man. I'm Team Bud on this one as well. But every day, man, when you look at this fight, man, you see the plus and minuses on it, man, and it balances out. You know what I mean? Even though Crawford is the old guy, but Canelo got the more wear and tear. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just so many pluses and minuses. Are you all gonna be in Vegas? So y'all going to the fight?
Not sure yet. I leave that stuff up to Jalil. If he say stay, stay. If we say go, go. That's just be. You know, I ran the show during the amateurs. I run the show during camp. But from the time he step in the ring, to the time we get back home, it's his show.
I know that's right, man. The fighter is always the boss, man. And I wish more fighters understood that, man. You know what I mean? And but like you said, when you're training, you run the show. But overall, the fighter is the boss, man. And I like that, man. And I like how you all balance out father and son and fighter and coach
Oh,
relationship, man.
hey, hardcore, I don't mean to cut you off, but I feel like a lot of fighters should understand. Like, yes, you are the boss,
Okay.
but your coach and the head person of your team,
Hmm.
because the head person of your team might not be the coach. It might be the manager. It might be, it might be the advisor. It might be whoever. You are the boss, but the head person of your team, that's the leader. You could be the boss, but at the end of the day, you gotta follow the leader. If the leader is telling you, all right, boss, you gotta make a business decision or you gotta make a decision, you know, that's gonna affect the team, then you do what you do. But if you the boss and the leader say, we doing this, then you gotta trust that the leader has your best interest and just go with it.
Well said. Well said, man. I like that. I like that a lot, man. And I think that's why you all work together so well, man. You know, I've always admired you all's relationship, man. Ever since when I first met you all, man. And I like it, man. I like it a lot, man. And I can't wait, man, to the 11th, man, because I'm gonna tell you, I'm ecstatic about this fight, this upcoming fight that you all about to have, man. And I know how it can definitely propel you, and just to be able to keep it balanced and everything. I commend you all, man, because I like you said, it has to be a lot of pressure there for the simple fact, man. This one fight can really make a big difference in your next few steps in your career, man, for sure. So I can't wait, man. I can't wait. Any prediction?
A W.
A W? Okay, okay,
W.
okay.
That's prediction.
All right. Well, I know your father said every time you fought in 150 something, you always stop the fighter, man. I know you're not probably going for the stoppage, but if it presents itself, it's going to happen,
Same
man. But
every time. Yeah.
all right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and give a prediction, man. I feel though that you're gonna stop him. I feel though it's gonna be a body shot personally. So, but we will see, man. And what else y'all got for me? Anything else?
Man, you know me, I'm just loving the opportunity to do something with my son. That to me that's the biggest thing. I always tell him, on your journey through this, stop and smell the roses.
Mm,
Because if you don't, uh, uh, uh athlete's career is the shortest part of his life.
mm-hmm.
And don't look back and say it was a blur. I don't remember it. Enjoy what's going on. Enjoy what's going on. Uh, be able to say, hey, the journey was just as sweet as the finish line.
Mm-hmm.
I know the goal is to get to the finish line, but I want to make sure that, we have the enjoyment of the journey. We've had the ups, we've had the downs, uh, but through it all, I want him to say, hey, the journey was just as sweet. Because when you get to the finish line, if you remember when Floyd was in the ring and told his dad he loved him, I think it hit him right then that we're getting close to the end of this ride.
Mm.
And you spend so much trying to make sure that the fans want to watch you, the ones that love you, the ones that hate you, that you sometimes you never get to enjoy the ride. So that's the one thing I want him to do is enjoy the ride. Uh, no matter how it goes, no matter who says what, always remember the people who supported you from day one are the people that will support you in the next step of life. The people who supported you when you became Jalil Major Hackett, those are not the people who know Jalil Hackett. Because, it's funny when people, like years ago, hardcore, when people be on the show saying, how did you come up with the name Major? And he was
Mm-hmm.
telling people, no, that's my real name. This is not a nickname. My
Right.
real name is Jalil Major Hackett. So, that's the type of stuff that I always want to remember and just get the enjoyment out of.
Why Major? Why did you name him Major?
It's funny. Jalil is a name of high esteem.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Major was actually for two people that I admired throughout their life when I watched them. A lot of people may not remember Major Harris from West Virginia. He was the quarterback for West Virginia that took that team who was considered a Division 1, but they were small, I guess, small mountain team. He took them to a national championship game against the mighty Notre Dame. Didn't win, but he put that team and that school on the map. And then another guy was that I looked up to because he played the underdog and he did well for himself. That was Major Applewhite. He was also a quarterback for the University of Texas. So, those two guys I thought embodied making the most of the hand you're dealt. Most of us, we look and say, man, I don't got but one ace. Man, I ain't got but two kings. The rest of my cards I can't get nothing out of. But they looked at the hands and said, man, I got two kings and an ace. I gotta make something out of this. So, I admired both of them gentlemen for that.
Mm. Okay. Okay. All right. I got a question on that. This Crawford and Canelo fight. If you can look back in time, what fight do you think this fight might mimic?
You can look back in time. Which fight do I think this might mimic?
Mm-hmm.
I can't quite give you an exact fight, but
Mm-hmm.
any time that you seen Roy Jones move up
Mm-hmm.
past light heavyweight, anytime you seen him fight anybody past light heavyweight, I think this is what that fight has been. He was real dominant up there until the back half of his career, man.
That's true.
I give you two. I give
Okay.
you two. The night Roy Jones became the heavyweight champion, he was the
Mm-hmm.
smaller man against a bigger guy.
Mm-hmm.
And the night that Chris Bird beat Klitschko.
Mm.
Same exact scenario that we facing now. And both of those guys, they were themselves the whole time. They didn't become the guy that they were fighting. They just said, I'm going to, like I always tell you, I'm going to dance with the girl that got me to the party.
Okay. I mean, listen there, fellas. I appreciate y'all hanging out in the hangout today, man. Before you leave, man, whatever you like to say and let people know what platforms they can get at you all at.
Like I always say, appreciate you for having us on your podcast, on your space, on your platform. To all the fans that's keeping up with me, I appreciate y'all. Like I've been saying, I appreciate y'all for patience as well. We've been out the ring for a while, but we be back in there less than a week now. Thank you. I appreciate all y'all, and I'm gonna give y'all a hell of a show. September 11th.
That's what's up. Bernard?
Well, I've been rocking with the whole JBT and they've been rocking with us. So we gonna do this regardless. I was on the show when we win. I was on the
Mm-hmm.
show when we lose. People still treated us the same both ways, the whole crew. So nothing's gonna change with us. We the same people we was on Monday that we gonna be next Monday. The only difference is we might be looking forward to a bigger fight.
I know that's right, man. I know that's right. Well, you all have it, man. We got Jalil Major Hackett. He's going to have his debut. Well, we can't even say it's a debut because you've been in 54 before, so we can't even call it. But officially, I guess, his debut. We're looking forward for that W, and I can't wait to have the conversation afterwards, man. I appreciate y'all rocking out with us, man. And I salute you, man. Y'all take it easy, all right?
Salute my brother. Now he get ready to run.
All right, man. Y'all take it easy, man, and we'll be watching. We'll be locked in. That's going to be on the zone, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. I see y'all then, man. Peace.
All right, brother.
Let me try to figure out how to. There we go. There you go, man. Man, I'm looking forward to that fight, man. And I'm gonna tell you, man. I can't wait till it's over with, man. So all them cats that call me, I'm gonna call them back and say, how you like me now? They watching right now. I'm pretty much sure they peekabooing right now. I'm more than sure they peekabooing, man. And we looking forward to that fight, man, for sure. All of my buddies anyway, though, man. So definitely looking forward to it, man. Hey, I think Remo got something going on at 10 o'clock today, man. Y'all make sure that y'all lock in and check out my guy Remo. He got his show. I think, hey, Remo, you doing something at 10, right? Let's check him out.
What if I told you there's a world where Travis Scott decides to leave Jordan Brand, takes a meeting with Adidas? You know, he's staple as one of the guys. You know, he's goated over there. He's probably had some of the most hype Jordans in the last 20 years, most anticipated Jordans. But it kind of is getting mundane when it comes to the releases. And his own silhouette of sneaker is kind of Now, one of the hottest topics right now going on, on the internet right now. Shout out to Jim Jones.
Me, Big, and Hove.
There you go.
Right there. Harlem's.
There you go, right there. Whatever he said,
like,
nigga.
You must be talking about like hustlers or like street niggas.
Hold on. I'm big and for fly. 100%. I'm going to say. I love Hove, but Hove, I don't think is in the fly conversation.
Chrome Hearts. We know Jim Jones for kind of, making Chrome Hearts, really a staple. But you could find images of Jay-Z rocking Chrome Hearts years ago, before it even hit the scene like that. People really didn't even know what it was.
Brownsville to Flatbush, the lowlifes didn't ask. They claimed it, snatched those horsemen from the hills and galloped them through the boroughs. Polo wasn't luxury anymore. It was survival in silk, a coat of arms for the unfazed and underpaid.
We officially reached our favorite part of the show, this Fashion and Clashing. And guess what? She from the town. So I'm definitely biased when it comes to that.
Straight off the runway, baby. You straight off the block.
Twin, let me tell you something, Twin. These New Yorkers, they always hanging. These New Yorkers always hanging, Twin.
Jeez Louise, Papa. Do I even need to say this one?
Y'all make sure y'all check my guy out, man, for sure, man. Remo, let's talk fashion, man. Make sure y'all check him out. Hey, getting back to what's happening in the world of boxing today, man. We had a question to hold on. Let me see if I can find it. I don't know what's going on. Okay, right here. Nah, this ain't what I was talking about. But Andre Ward Isaac returned to the ring, but only for Anthony Joshua with a specific weight stipulation in place. What do y'all think about that, man? What do you think about it? A weight stipulation. I mean, hey, Ward, if you're going to come into the heavyweight division, man, you got to just come into the heavyweight division, man. Can't be no stipulations and this, that, and the other, man. You just got to just jump up in there, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking all that smack. You dig? I feel you, man. Hey, Joshua weighs what, 245, 250? I'm pretty much sure Ward probably about 215, 220. You know what I'm saying? And when he in fight shape, he probably about 210, 205. So I get it, man. I ain't no way in the hell I want to go in there and fight a behemoth, you know what I mean, that's been fighting all this time. Even though he ain't been doing a lot of winning lately, he's still a big guy that can punch, man, for sure. Moving on, man. Terrence Crawford coach is looking to history, while the fighter own recent struggles provide a more realistic outlook. And they're talking about his coach, Red Spike, man. You dig? And I think I have this talk. My guy, Ron Goodoff from Fight Hype interviewed him, man. Check this out.
Terrence going to be able to be as mobile as he's been seen in his previous weight class. And so I'm sure the hands are fast, but the question is the feet. You know, is the hands and feet matching pretty well?
Everything is going, I got you. Everything is going to work. Everything is going to be perfect. His weight is good. His legs are fine. His mind is sharp. We're done our homework. He's going to be, everything's going to be fine.
You know, I know a lot of the expectations in this fight is, you know, the IQ versus the size, right? A lot of people rate Terrence's IQ really high, but in a sense that in this fight, the weight is the big factor. But is there moments where you feel like if Terrence has to fight Canelo and has to bang with them.
First and foremost, Canelo is a smart fighter. Like, people are more concerned looking at the size, but Canelo is an intelligent boxer. There's always a method to what he's doing. So let me just make that clear. We're not going in there just looking at size. Canelo is smart. Canelo set traps. He has good timing, solid defense. You know what I mean? And, you know, it's respect given to Canelo and everything that he's accomplished. He's seen every style. He's overcome a lot of obstacles that he's been faced with. So I don't want the narrative, you know, I see that the narrative is size, but Canelo is a smart fighter in his own right. However, like I told you before, our IQ, our toolbox, same situation I told you last time. Picking the right tool at the right time is going to beat this guy. We're prepared for every situation possible.
Right tool at the right time. Wow, I like that. You know what I mean? And one thing, you know, I always said about the right tool, man. When you got the right tool, man, you're able to get the job done effectively and quickly. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever tried to repair something with the wrong tools? Oh my God, man, it's horrible, man. And it takes twice as long to get the job done because you don't have the right, you know what I'm talking about, y'all guys that be using a butter knife trying to unscrew a Phillips screw. Man, twice as long, man. Get a regular, real Phillips screwdriver and do the job correctly, man. Or use a, you know, a drill. It happens faster. So having the right tools and using them at the right time definitely makes the job well, man. Like I said, y'all know I'm excited. I'm so excited about this fight, man. And I can't wait. To Saturday the 13th, man. Saturday the 13th. We got Jalil and them fighting on the 11th. Then we got Bud and them fighting on the 13th. Then we got Inoue fighting on the 14th. We got a good week of boxing next week, man. Yeah, it's next week, man. The countdown is here. I see we got Construction Shorty in the building to leave Cunningham. We got Big Drop Dre in the building. Salute to you. Lewis 4500 in the building. Al Booger, the professor's in the building. Who else up in cheer? Let me see anybody else that walked in the building since we Twin is in the building. What's up, Twin? B3 TV is in the building. Salute. The mayor's in the building. Kareem Hassan is in the building. Who else up in cheer? Oh, St. Louis Shawty in the building. Yes, indeedy, man. Showtime is in here. BBO, my wayward son, is in the building. Okay. You got a straight block party going on up in here, man. Always a pleasure, man, seeing you all in the building, rocking out in the hangout, man. Yes, indeedy. Let me see what else we got going on, man. Let's see what else is going on. Okay, let's see. Bear with me. Let me see. Dun. What's this right here? No, we just seen that one. Okay, we got the comeback for Keith Thurman against Sebastian Fundor, the Jolly Green Giant, man. Look at the size difference, man. And it don't matter who he fights, man. It's always like this. You know what I'm saying? I ain't seen nobody look him eye to eye yet. I have not seen nobody look eye to eye, man. But anybody here thinks Keith Thurman has a good chance of winning this fight? Talk to me quick. Let me know, man. Do y'all think that Keith Thurman has a chance of winning this fight, man? Or do y'all feel, though, that he going to get smashed? Which one? What do y'all think, man? Do y'all think he has a chance, or do y'all think he's gonna get smashed, man? I think he has a chance. I just wish it wasn't his first fight back. I wish it wasn't his first fight back, and I feel though he would have a better chance because Keith is smart. That's one thing we can say about Keith. He's very smart, man. So, but he's just been out too long, man. He's been out too long, and he's going against a monster, man. This guy is definitely a monster, man. So, what do y'all think? Put it in the chat, man. Tell me what y'all think. I was looking for something real quick, y'all. I don't understand. Maybe I was asleep when I was putting all this stuff on because I'm missing some things. I'm missing some things. Hold on one second. Dun, 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 dun. Bear with me 1 second. Because I want to show y'all something. I don't know what happened to it. It just disappeared. It disappeared. That ain't it. 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 I don't know how I don't see it, but that's okay. That's okay. What I want y'all to see is a interview, a podcast. Teddy Atlas, what he has to say about the Canelo Crawford fight, man. I thought it was pretty interesting. So I want to play it for you all.
I think more the mental side. What if Boots is getting the best of him? How does that affect Canelo going into this fight? Why would you want to even put that doubt in your fighter's head going into such a big fight?
Obviously, Canelo's trainer been with him a long time. He's a hell of a trainer. Obviously, they know why they're doing it. They know what the heck they're doing. I'm not debating that. I'm not disputing. For me, everyone has their own, thoughts in anything they do, and in this specific business, that's my thought. I don't think that I would want too many highly, put it this way, I'll get right to the point. I wouldn't want wars with my guy who's been in 65 fights or 60 whatever, and is at that, 34 years old and getting ready for, maybe, well, he's been in a lot of big fights, but right now it's the biggest fight of his career. He's getting ready for this fight. I don't want to, if I have an older car that's got a lot of miles on the odometer, put it this way, I don't want to be taking it on the Autobahn. I don't want to take it for long drives at a high speed because it's an older car. I want to save it. I want to save it a little bit. So, yeah, I would pick spots with Canelo, maybe 1 or 2 days to amp him up, but it would only be spots. It would only be spots with somebody that sharp. But again, his trainer, he knows what he's doing. He knows why he's doing it.
Yeah, and like I said, we talked about this before, man. Very seldom you see a world-class fighter go in and bring in a world-class fighter as a sparring partner, man. So I don't know if this is going to be good for him or bad for him. You know what I mean? Let's say that Boots is getting out on him. You know what I mean? How does that mess with your psyche going up to this fight that you're about to have? You know what I mean? I don't know. What do y'all think? Put it in the chat. Okay, there go my right-hand man, G Peasy in the building. What up, G Peasy? He says he thinks that Keith Thurman has a chance. Big Dre says, shout out to Jordan, Short Dog White, fighting tonight on Pro Box in Washington, D.C. Okay. He says, salute to the Silk PJs. Just being comfortable, man. Just being comfortable. Yes, indeedy, man. But yeah, we gonna see. Hey, here's a guy that's interested in getting a fight. What do y'all think about this?
Let's get it on, baby. If you serious about what you're saying, for I am serious about what I'm saying. Let's get it on once and for all. Your power against my power. Let's test it out, baby. Hey, if you down, I'm down. We can go to the motherland too, baby. Africa! Let's go.
Wow, what a scene that
Let's
would
get it.
be.
Anthony Joshua calling out Francis Ngannou, man. What do y'all think, man? Do y'all feel though that Wilder can beat Ngannou, or do y'all feel though that Ngannou will sleep Wilder, man? Put it in the chat. I'm always interested in seeing what y'all think, man. Yeah, did. I'm interested in seeing what y'all think, man. Do y'all feel though that Wilder can sleep Ngannou just like how Anthony Joshua did? Or do y'all feel though that Ngannou will sleep Wilder? Put it in the chat. Tell me what y'all think, man. Tell me what y'all think. I need to know. Hey, we got another sighting of somebody that's looking like he might be coming back. How about that? Yo, I don't know. I like them braids on on Earl, man. He looking like the Predator. Remember the movie The Predator? It looked like too much space in the middle, man. Look like you better let it go. Look like another one TKO. I don't know, man. What's going on with that, Earl? And then the guy that's working the gloves, they look like they twinning. They both got the spottage up there. Hey, Earl, I hope you just exercising, man. I don't want to see Earl come back, man. That's my guy. You know what I'm saying? But you can never tell somebody if they should go to work or not. You know what I'm saying? But I do have a right to my opinion, and y'all know how opinions are. They like assholes. We all got them, Jack, for sure. You dig? Let's talk fast and say, Wilder, tell me you just want CTE without saying you want CTE. Oh, my goodness, man. I don't know, y'all. I don't know, man. You know, hey, man, one thing about a fighter, man, they love it. Showtime say Andre Ward versus Parker. That's a good one. Skill versus skill. My thing is, man, why hasn't Usyk taken that Parker fight, man?
Let me ask you something.
Yeah, I don't understand why he hasn't taken that fight. You know what I mean? Now he's talking about fighting like somebody. Hold on, I might even have that. I might have that. It seems like I ain't got nothing. I don't know what's going on. Okay, here you go, right here. Usyk is sidelining, creates a detour for Joseph Parker and opening for Fabio Wardley. I'm like, yo, give Parker his just due, man. I feel though he deserves a fight against Usyk, man. He's been upsetting a lot of cats, man. You know what I mean? So give him his just due, man. Yeah, give him his just due. I don't get it, man. Speaking of just due, he coming on today at 4 p.m. Y'all make sure y'all check him out, man, for sure. But yeah, give him his just, man. You talking about Fabio Wardley? You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Fight Parker. Give him his chance. He's earned his chance. He's earned the opportunity. Let's make that happen, man. That's all I gotta say about that. I think you're wrong for not giving that guy that opportunity, Usyk. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel about it. I think you're wrong about that, broski. Here's another guy that looks like he's talking about a comeback. Maybe him and Earl can fight.
Just know he's back in the gym. Get his ass, Dion. Yeah, I ain't gonna show y'all nothing, but that's it. Just know he's back in the gym. Get his ass.
Hey y'all, how about that? Let's talk that fight up. Earl Spence against Adrian the Problem Broner. Yeah, at 54, man. At 54, I'm more than sure Broner can make 54. You dig? Shoot, that beard alone weigh about 2 pounds. What do y'all think? Let's talk it up. Adrian Broner versus Earl Spence. I got Earl. I got Earl, man. Broner, man. I'm so disappointed in that guy, man, because Broner can fight, y'all. Broner can fight. You know what I mean? But it just seemed like, like we were just talking about when we were talking to Jalil, when he says you really know about a fighter after he done lost. Ever since Broner lost against Madonna, man, he's never been the same. He's never been the same, man. And it is what it is. Let's talk fast. AB Power stopped at 40. Okay. Yeah, well, I'm pretty much sure he need another payday, man. You dig? And he fighting for Don King, so he definitely on minimum wages. He definitely on minimum wages. But listen here, y'all. It's 10 o'clock. Remo got his jump off at 10, so let's slide on over there, check him out. Yeah. Other than that, man, it's your boy Jay Hardcore Boxing News. I appreciate y'all hanging out in the hangout. Let's check out Remo next, man, and let's get on out of here. Man, how you turn this damn thing off? And we out. Peace.